Hi everybody, big guy here. Welcome to Mike's Garage. Well, got an interesting story for you. I put up a video about a week or so ago, told you about my experience getting the test, the COVID test. Okay, so it's a pretty long video, I guess. 10 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon just to get the test. Kind of talk to a nurse and everything, but go watch the video if you want to hear all that. But anyway, the rest of the story is, on a Thursday, I started not to feel good, like I was getting stuffy. On a Friday, definitely was getting stuffy like a cold. So my wife and my daughter-in-law said, you gotta go get tested, Mike, you gotta go get tested. So made the arrangements on Friday, went on Saturday and got tested, took forever. Had a call and got two phone. I called in and they called me late Friday afternoon to tell me I was negative. And the doctor even said, because I had to have a teleconference with a doctor, and he says, yeah, I think you just have a cold, because I was all stuffy and I had like a little tickle and a little choke in my throat, coughing. No fever. He says, yeah, go get the test anyway, but it sounds like you just have a cold. Okay, that was Saturday. Wednesday the next week, Wednesday night, 6 days later from when I started to feel bad. It was Wednesday. Get a phone call. Hi, this is Nurse so-and-so. Just wanted to do a little follow-up here. You were in on Saturday and we tested you for COVID and it was negative, correct? And I said, yeah, that's right. And she says, well, we sent it out to another lab and they tested it again and you really are positive. I said, what? She says, you're positive, you have COVID. And I says, well, the doctor said I just have a cold. I don't have this, I don't have that. She says, well, I don't know anything about that. She said, but the test came back, you're positive, you have COVID. I says, oh my God, what do I do now? I've been walking around like I have a cold. She said, well, it's too late now. She says, you're already 5-6 days past when you started to get symptoms, which was last Thursday. So don't worry about it. So I said, don't worry about it. I says, I've been walking around like I have a cold. She says, oh, don't worry about it. She says, what about contact tracing and all that? She says, no big deal. She said, you feeling okay? I said, yeah, I feel better. What did you do? I said, well, I took NyQuil and Dayquil like I always do with a cold. Did that help? Oh, yeah. It dries you up, it stops the sniffles, stops the runny nose, stops the choking because you don't have that nasal drip, whatever it is causing it. Really didn't have a sore throat. And she says, well, fine, you're fine, but I just wanted to let you know that you were positive. Did you have the test? Did you have the vaccines? And I said, yeah, I got 2 jabs and a booster. And she says, well, that's why you didn't have it really bad, because you got the vaccines. I said, okay. But what do I do about the other people that I was in contact with? She said, well, it's too late now to do anything about it. She says, just wanted to let you know that you did test positive. Now you have the antibodies. So I said, well, am I going to get sick again? She says, well, yeah, some people get sick again, but it should be about the same. I said, what do you mean it should be? Well, we really don't have enough information to tell you anything different. So, okay, so now you're telling me I had COVID, okay? So it's been 12 days. 12 days ago I started to feel bad. 12 days later I'm over it. Never lost smell, never lost taste, never had a fever. I did stay home for a couple days, didn't go anywhere on a Monday, Tuesday because I felt so bad with the head cold and just taking a Dayquil and NyQuil and getting plenty of rest, which I usually do with a cold anyway. I usually take a 1-a-day vitamin. I took 2 vitamins a day instead of 1. So I don't know if kicking up the vitamin D helped or not. But it's just everybody has gone to like a casual attitude about this. I talked to somebody whose son was diagnosed and has COVID at a high school, and all his friends had a quarantine, she had a quarantine, her husband had a quarantine, and everything else, and everybody was notified and all that. And this place I went to get the test, no big deal, don't worry about it. You were positive, you're over it, everything is good. So it's crazy out there. I feel bad for the people that get really sick, but you can get misdiagnosed. And my daughter-in-law did say, and my wife agreed with her, that you can get a false negative, but you never get a false positive. So that's the story. It's just, I don't know how else to explain it, except I was misdiagnosed, went on about my business, I'm over it, and now I found out after I'm over it, oh, you really did have COVID. So no big deal, I guess. I guess we're moving on. We're finally going to get past this. So just thought it was an interesting story I'd tell everybody. I'm over it, feel fine now, never had a fever, never lost taste or smell, and it was just like a bad head cold. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the story. Thanks for watching Mike's Garage. Be careful out there. You never know what's going to happen, okay? All right. Bye, everybody.